the GI traffic formula, how to generate floods of profit-producing traffic using Google Images. Alright, well, this video is going to be very, very interesting, I think, because I'm going to be revealing a technique that is extremely powerful that I haven't really heard talked about too much before. We've used this technique to generate hundreds of thousands of visitors to our websites. It works extremely well. It's very, very powerful. It's easy to implement, and like I said, not many people out there really, I don't think, are aware of this. If they are, they're not really talking about it. We're going to be tapping into a relatively unknown source of traffic, and that's Google Images. Many people don't realize that Google has multiple search engines, not just their main search engine, but they have several other search engines as well. One of those search engines is the Google Images search engine, and that's the one that we're going to be tapping into. Now, I want to warn you up front that this video is probably going to be a little bit longer than some of the other free videos that we've released so far. And that's because there's quite a bit of material to cover, and I want to make sure that I cover that material in full detail and that I don't leave anything out, so that when you go and implement this technique, you implement it fully and that it's done correctly, and so that it works for you to its maximum potential. We've never taught this technique publicly. We taught it for the first time to Niche Profit Classroom paying members not too long ago. This is the first time, though, that we've released a free video revealing this method. So I'm personally really excited about it because this technique accounts for a lot of our traffic, and I'm excited because I think that it's going to work really, really well for you too. I'm looking forward to hearing your feedback and hearing about your results with it. I'm logged in now to my Google Analytics account, and Google Analytics is the service that I use for web stat tracking to track traffic, conversions, things like that. And I have analytics installed on many of my niche websites. One such website where it's installed is betafishcenter.com, which you may or may not have heard of. It's a site that I talk about quite a bit in these free videos that we've released on niche marketing. So we're here at the dashboard, and first off, you can see that between August 30th, 2009 and September 29th, 2009, roughly the last 30 days or so, the site's had 22,858 visits. So close to 1,000 visitors a day, more like 700 visitors per day. 76.96% of that were new visitors. So the site's getting quite a bit of traffic for this little niche market. Now, if we go over into traffic sources, and we scroll down in Google Analytics, we'll see that it shows the top traffic sources right over here. Now if we click, so you can see Google is number one, direct traffic, Yahoo, Bing, Total Beta Care. Those are my top traffic sources. And if you go ahead and we click View Full Report, it'll give us the full scoop on what's going on. So we scroll down now, and we can see that right here, in my top 6 is images.google.com. It sent me 738 visitors over the last month with me having to do literally nothing. So that's not a ton of traffic, but it's a fair amount. Now, this actually represents only a small percentage of the traffic that's actually coming as a result of the Google Images formula, because you're going to be getting traffic from two places as a result of implementing this formula. You're going to be getting traffic from the main organic index and also from the images index, and I'll talk about that in more detail as we go on. So that's the first thing I wanted to show you. The second thing I wanted to show you was if we go over here to content and we scroll down, you'll see here that it shows top content, and what this is showing is which pages on the site are most visited. So this little slash right here represents my home page, and then this here my articles directory, and then number 3 with 4,300 visits, that accounts for a massive amount of my page views, 8%, is betapictures.shtml. So it's a pictures site, so images, pictures. Alright, so the puzzle is starting to kind of maybe come into place a little bit. And the big question, though, is really, what are we doing here? What have we done to get this traffic exactly? And let's talk more about that now. I'm going to go over and open up actually a new tab over here. and I'm going to type in my website, betafishcenter.com, and we'll go to the home page here, and we'll scroll all the way to the bottom. And I'm going to go into the kind of internals of the site. So I'm going to go over here to Sitemap, and you'll see over here in my main menu, and this main menu shows up on many of my different pages, is my main menu. So on 90% of the pages of the site minus the home page and the sales page, this main menu shows up. And you can see that one of the features of the main menu, one of the pages, is over here. It says Beta Pictures. Let's click on that. Alright, so it's gone now to Beta Pictures, which is the exact page that we were referencing over here in Google Analytics. So this is the page right here that's getting all this darned traffic. Okay, so what's going on here exactly? How's this page getting so much traffic? It's getting its traffic from two different places. That's very important to note. Two different places, and I'm going to show you right now what those two different places are. Let's go over to the main Google search engine. The first place that it's getting its traffic from is the main Google search engine. If we type Beta Pictures into Google and click search, we'll see at the very top here, if we scroll down, number 4 result, this page right here, betafishcenter.com/betapictures. Now I'm sure if I typed in other variations like pretty beta pictures, red beta pictures, things like that, even more would pop up. Or rather, I should say the website would come up again and again and again. So a lot of the traffic, as we can see from Google Analytics earlier, thousands of visitors are coming from the organic index of people typing in keywords like beta pictures and that page coming up. Now, that begs the question, how are we getting this page to the top of the index? Well, the reason why the page is at the top of the index and that we got it there so easily, is because we used the money word matrix concept and the article marketing formula that we've talked about to get the page to the top. It was very, very easy. It required very little effort. But the thing is that the keyword beta pictures is a very good keyword. So let me show you what I mean. If I go over to the Google keyword tool, and we'll go visit it now, and I type in the keyword beta pictures, and then type in this CAPTCHA here, and click Get Keyword Ideas, some results will come up. And let's take a look at these results. You can see here that the global monthly search volume for these keywords is pretty significant. Beta Pictures gets 3,600, Beta Fish Pictures gets 2,400. Let's actually sort, then we can get a better idea. Beta Picture gets 1,000, Pictures of Beta gets 1,000, Beta Fish Picture gets 720. Well, the thing is, most of these keywords are what we would call money words. Now, if you're not familiar with the money word matrix, you need to go watch the money word matrix video. It's a free video that we've released that's available to you, and that explains how we determine what a good keyword is. I'm going to assume that you've watched that video. So see, global monthly search volume 3,600. Now, if we type beta pictures in quotes into the search engines, this is money word matrix stuff, and click search, you'll see 21,100, which puts this in the good category inside the money word matrix. If we type in beta fish pictures, oh, that kind of went wacky on us. That's not accurate, but I think because it's put a plural on the end and that screwed up the results. But let's take another one, for example. Let's take pictures of beta, which gets 1,000, and type that one in. Pictures of beta, and that one 18,800, which also makes this a good keyword. And if we scroll down, I'd be willing to bet that, yep, betafishcenter.com/betapictures is right there at the top as well. So this page is ranked for many of these pictures related keywords. Now here's the thing, you can do this in a lot of different niche markets because people are always looking for pictures on the internet. It's very, very popular for people to be seeking out pictures. And what you can do is provide those pictures. Mind you, they have to be original, and I'm going to talk about that in a bit, but you can provide those pictures to your audience and you can get a ton of traffic as a result. Another thing is that Google really values pictures because they know that their visitors and their users are searching for pictures. So if you can be the one to display those pictures, they're going to give your site special treatment. So again, you can do this in lots and lots of different niches, not just fish niches or pet care related niches, but lots of different niches. Anywhere where a picture might be beneficial to your user, and most of the niches, that's the case. You can provide pictures and you can see these kinds of results. The word pictures itself is just huge. For instance, let's just type in pictures into the Google search engine and you can see how many people are actually searching for pictures. It's absolutely nuts. 83,100,000 for pictures, 2 million for free pictures, funny pictures. It goes on and on and on and on. Millions upon millions, hundreds of millions of people are searching for pictures on the internet. So that right there is, reason enough to tap into this massive, massive amount of traffic that is searching for pictures and images. Now, another place that my traffic is coming from is right up here. You'll see that Google has this new thing where they're putting images at the top of searches now, especially when people type in keywords like pictures. And what you'll notice, if you look down in the lower status bar here, and you look as I hover over these two first images that come up, well, you can't really see because it's kind of, the URL's too long, but these are images from my site. So for instance, if I click on the first one, you'll see that it takes them to my website. Voila. And up here, betafishcenter.com, beta pictures, shows the image. If we go back, the second image, the same thing. So there's my site again. So a lot of people are coming to the site that way as well. So I'm getting traffic not only here and here, but also here. I'm really dominating the top page here for beta pictures. Now you might be thinking, well, beta pictures, that's not great traffic. People aren't going to buy stuff, if they're just, that's not a great audience. They're just looking for free pictures. That's not the case. That's not the case at all. Don't be fooled by thinking that this isn't very good traffic. Because here's the thing. Granted, some of it's not going to be good traffic. Not everybody's going to be interested in your offer, but a lot of people are. If they're looking for pictures about something, they're definitely interested in the topic, and it's your job to just get them to your website and let your website do the work from there. And as you can see, when they come to my web page, this is very important, I actually do give them beta pictures. I give them exactly what they're looking for. And here are the beta pictures all down the left. And what my hope is that they come to the site, they look at the pictures, and then they either buy the ebook or they opt in to my opt-in box. And from the tracking that we've done on the site, a lot of people who come in through the images do end up opting in. So it works extremely, extremely well. Now I want to go back to this page on my website and I want to talk about this page specifically because the way this page is constructed and the images that are on this page, that's the reason why this works so well. So I need to talk with you now about how to create your own pictures page. So first thing to note is that the pictures page has an opt-in box because I want people who come to the site to opt in. It also has an ebook advert. If they don't opt in, then at least I want them to buy the book. Another thing is that I've put the beta pictures in my main menu. That's important for more SEO purposes. You want your main menu for your Niche Marketing 2.0 sites to have 5 or 6 articles. And one of those I always put is pictures, whether it's guinea pig pictures, whether it's lizard pictures. It doesn't matter what niche I'm in, model trains, doesn't matter. I'll always have a pictures over here in my main menu. And again, it just helps to have for SEO reasons. It'll give this page a boost in the search engines to have it linked up in your main menu. So those things are important to realize. Number 2, what's important to realize is these pictures, what they are and where I got them. This is vitally important that you understand this. These pictures were not taken from other places on the internet. They weren't taken from other websites. These are pictures that